possible by 343 Studios.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Nathan 343 here. Been a little while since we've been in the old 343 Studios. And I'm sorry to say that the old 343 Studios is possibly going to be changing. Not so much that we're leaving, but as much as this wall might be going bye-bye. It's basically in my living room slash dining room area, and I kind of would like to hang stuff on this wall. So we might still be keeping this booth, but we might be actually getting rid of the brick wall here. So we'll see. No guarantees on that. I guess if you see newer, updated videos that this is not here, you'll know that we got rid of it. I don't necessarily know if this makes or breaks my channel here, having this wall. Yeah, it's a cool little thing, but I've kind of thought about maybe, starting to shoot some stuff in my office and maybe kind of making this back into my living area where I can put decorations and maybe even move my coffee deal over here a little bit. After we have more room, I've actually got a coffee stand over here, and I thought about moving it maybe over here on this wall just to kind of give us some room over here so that we have more room in here. So anyway, enough with that. And we are going to be talking about the BAUER 5-speed with work LED 10-inch drill press. So those of you that have been looking around and you're just like, man, I really hate holding a drill and trying to drill, especially when you got to hold something. Well, that will be no more. So I actually do quite a bit of drilling through metal and things when I'm making things for my vehicles or lawnmowers or stuff of that nature. So we're just going to put this box here for now. Harbor Freight had a parking lot sale, and we picked this up for a very, very good price. So right here on top, our instructional manual. We get the base. I'm going to kind of show you how to put this together. I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube on how to put this together, and a lot of it's time-lapsed. So, and they don't really exactly show what to do. Come on, people, do better. So, after that, then we've got this little piece, which actually goes on the main shaft thing here. This is actually your adjustable table, and it has this little deal here. I'm guessing that's to adjust your deal. Put that there. It even has some oils on it to keep it from rusting. And we've got some, I think they even supply you with everything you need to basically put this thing together. All the tools maybe here. We'll see. All right, so we get our hand crank. That's to lower and raise the table. We get our arms for our turning deals where we can turn and lower the unit. Those just screw in. And we get some bolts and a spring-like deal and some Allen heads. Okay. Then we get the main shaft here. It is lubricated up. I can feel it. This is actually going to go, I think, like so. So I've got that part figured out. I'm going to go ahead and set this box on the floor. Put it in there. Okay, so that's just going to sit on there. Let's see what we have in this box. Oh, we get our, figured that would be installed already. We get the chuck and the chuck key for your drill thing, which looks like that's going to go on there. BAUER was kind enough to send us some really good instructions with this guy. We're going to start probably with step. Okay. Let's get the base. Does it even have, no, I skipped a page. I was like, does it even have pictures of the base? Okay. Here we go. All right, so it says we're going to take these screws, bolts, whatever they are, in this package. Let's go dump them out. We get these 3 screws. These go in here. just like so. And they are pre-threaded holes already. Just gotta get them to line up. There we go. Just get them started, don't get them tight so you can move this around. So that you can get everything lined up. Should be able to take these. I'm gonna just kind of, till they kind of stop turning, I'm gonna put these on like a number 2 real quick. And that's tight.
That's what she said.
Okay, next part is this part. Go ahead and shut that up. There is a, it goes on here. Looks like so. Let's see here. Hold on here a second. This worm gear needs to go in here first. There we go. And then this piece is going to go on it. Okay, actually it can go like right here. And this is going to go on it. Alrighty. And then this can go on here. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the set screw again. Alright, so I got all that figured out. You actually have to pull this off, slide this up in there, and then crank it down. You guys are sitting there going, oh my gosh, he's stupid. It's okay, folks. I do product reviews for a living. I learn as you learn. Alright, so we're going to put that over there. And we're going to get the top ready to go on to the base. Correction, got to get it on there straight. There we go. That looks pretty good. It's got a set screw. We'll go ahead and tighten her up here. Tighten her up that way. And we will, is it straight? Now it is. Looks like it's got a couple set screws here. We'll go ahead and tighten that one up. And we will tighten this one up. Pretty simple explanation, guys, here on how to put this together. It's a lot of self-explanatory. Okay, that's good to go. There's your deal to get to your belts. On and off switch. Laser. There's a laser on it? And a light. The light is right here. It probably has a laser so you can see where you're drilling. Okay, now I've got to figure out how to put the chuck on here. And that's probably going to be in the next steps. All right. Chuck. Okay, got all that done. Install removing chuck. Loosen the lock handle and slide the table up the column. Okay, so I got this brick. We're going to set this under here, and I am going to push. There we go, and it snapped on. I heard that snap. No, that was not anything breaking. As you can see, everything works. That is just the chuck snapping on to what it needed to be snapped onto. So, very cool. All right, now we can loosen this back up and lower it back down. Now I'll come around to the other side. This is going to go on my workbench and maybe use it here at home too, since I got power here. We're going to go ahead and see, ooh, there is a laser on here. So you can see your hole. That's pretty cool that there's a laser right here. So you can set this pretty much right up with, like, say you were going to, we'll put a brick on here. And right there in the X is where it's going to drill. So that is super, super cool. Harbor Freight thought of some pretty cool stuff there. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn the laser off, and there's a light. So even with the light, you still can see your laser. It's actually pretty bright light. Now let's go ahead and turn it on. Pretty quiet. All right, so something here I want to show you guys real quick. This is the side of the unit. You've got, I think that's part of the laser too. I think both of these here are part of the lasers. Let's go ahead and try those. Yes, so you get a laser here. So you get a line there and a line there. So two of them make your X. This here, you can adjust this little wing nut, or this little nut right here. Okay, say you only want to drill a, say 3/4 inch hole. That's only going to allow you to drill, once this is set, that's only going to allow you to drill a 1/4 inch hole. But say you want to go deeper, you raise that up, now you can go deeper. Now this will, depending on how close you have your deal, drill up to 2 inches. But for a 10-inch little bit, it's pretty nice. I like it. So I've actually got, and I'll see if these will work, some hole saws. I think we've done a video on these. If not, we will be soon. I think we've done videos. If not, maybe soon. So I'm actually going to be drilling a hole, something like this tonight, I think. And I'm actually going to put this on. We're going to put that on. I want to see if this will fit. Oh, and it will. Well, it would help if I go the right way. So there we are. So if you had to drill a big hole in something, I do have some metal hole saws. That's actually kind of loose. Let's loosen that up a little bit. And get that on the rest of the way. We'll go ahead and turn on our laser, which you can't really see with this big of a deal, but you don't really need to. Turn on our light, we'll turn the laser off. We'll go ahead and give it a turn. She's drilling. There she. It's doing a really good job. All right, guys, so went ahead and put a pretty good sized bit in here. Say you're doing some landscaping and you're wanting to put like landscaping timbers, that's what this is, down, and you want to drill a hole in it so you can run a piece of rebar or something in there. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to turn the light off just so you can see the laser there. You can see the nice laser there that it puts on there. And if you take this one out, it doesn't exactly show because the bit, it doesn't exactly show. It's actually, they're right there. It doesn't exactly show, but if you move the bit, it actually hits the bit there. So go ahead, turn on the light. See how good she does. Actually cutting. pretty well with no force. Really, I'm using one finger to pull this thing down in here. Of course, we bottomed out. Go ahead and dump this. Okay, so went ahead and made some adjustments here from previous. Oh yeah. Okay, so here we go again. Made some adjustments. Very quiet. And we're through. Barely. Now, works pretty good. Bits I was using is the Warrior set from Harbor Freight. That's a pretty good set of bits. Now, we're going to test out metal bits, like a metal hole saw. This is a metal hole saw bit, which are going to probably go just a tad bit bigger, just to see. I ain't going to go super big. We're going to go this size here. Wrong way. I've got a piece of metal we can drill through here just to kind of see how. It's never a dull moment around here, folks. What do I mean? Well, police officer. This guy's dum-dum and is perfect round hole. You just got to kind of give it some time. You don't want to eat at it all at once. This is a scrap piece of metal, so did pretty good. It's actually not sharp in there either, pretty smooth. All right, so there you have it, guys. You see the BAUER 10-inch drill press works really, really well. Goes really good with this green toolbox over here, which if you haven't done so, you can go get one of them at Harbor Freight too. But I like it. I'm gonna have to check out some of the different belt speeds and belt settings and all that gizmo, but I like it. I think it's gonna be a nice asset for her at the shop. And it's simple. We don't do a whole lot of big cutting, but that's just perfect. Sits about a right amount height. Again, it's got all your lights. Of course, it's not plugged in right now, but lights. This is your power switch. If you pull this piece out, it won't turn on. You have to leave that piece in there. So if you lose that, you're not gonna be able to turn it on. So, but yep, very nice little drill press. Go check it out at your local Harbor Freight.